It's your favorite trainer with a belt buckle. Today we're going to go over if you should get certified in 2022. What do you think? It depends. That's always the right answer, especially as a personal trainer. If you're not familiar with Show Up Fitness, I'm the crazy trainer with a belt buckle. Wrote the book, How to Become a Successful Personal Trainer. We interview some of the top strength coaches, therapists, professors in personal training, and we give you the tools for success. We have gyms in Santa Monica, West Hollywood, San Diego, as well as Austin. We have an in-person internship, online as well, and we're here to help you be successful. So, the question, should you get certified? And it depends. And let me tell you a little history about who I am. All right, so who's this weirdo telling you about personal training, and he's wearing these hunk shirts? What's going on? I've been a trainer for almost 20 years now. My degree in kinesiology, I went to Chico State, did an internship at University of Connecticut, also a cardiac rehab internship, physical therapy internship. I have a pretty decorated resume. I've worked with some of the top athletes and professors in the world. Started training at a gym in the Bay Area, and I had to get certified. And I was like, what the hell are these certifications? It wasn't even brought to my attention in school. So I went through the ACSM because the college that I went to, they suggested that would be your best. And we did the coronary artery disease and all that fun stuff. And I got certified and I started training at the gym. And then I went to another gym. And as you will learn about the hours of a trainer, early mornings, late at night, you got to earn your stripes. So I started working in another gym. And that gym, the owner, the manager, she required me to get NASM certified. NASM certified, that's where this came from. And I'm like, what is this? Never heard of it before. So my boss at the time, she tells me, you got to get certified under NASM. Riddle me this. I have a degree in kinesiology, one of the top kinesiology programs in the nation, internships, and ACSM certified, but I need to get another certification. Why? Because you have to. Why do I need to get certified again? And so that's when I really began to start doing some more research, finding what are certifications? Who is the end-all, be-all in certifications? You've done your research. I know the best in how to become a personal trainer. Add. You click on those and you've done your research. You've probably heard of ACE. Ooh, it's a good one. NSCA, ACSM, CSCS, all of these tests, but which one's the best? Now, when you take a step back and you look at the common denominator amongst all of them, none of them have hands-on learning. So why is this one the gold standard or this one's the gold standard? Yet, the average trainer quits within the first year of getting certified. I talk about it in the book. And so one thing I learned working in the Bay Area, most importantly, number one, do not fuck your employees. Because if you sleep with one of your trainers, word gets out there, then you can blackmail your boss. And that's why I didn't have to get NASM certified. Pretty cool, huh? Number two, what are certifications? And do you even need one? Let's take a look at, so here's this little should you get certified chart over here. It depends on where you want to go. Do you want to work in a corporate gym? You do not need one. They will say they want one with experience, but that's just them to kind of weed out a lot of the people who think they know what they're doing with experience. So if you want to work at an Equinox or a Crunch or a Lifetime, you may need a certification. I suggest to get the easiest one. That would be ACE or NASM. Do it in 2 to 3 weeks max. Do not waste time getting certified. You do not gain hands-on experience. You don't have a supervisor watching your sessions and programming. So it's the blind leading the blind. I love this quote from Howard Hendricks. Experience doesn't make you better. Only evaluated experience makes you better. And so if you're just seeking certs, you're following blindly. And so it's important to understand and you to reflect on what do you want to do. If you want to work at one of those gyms, get certified 1 month. If you fail, oh my God, you know it's going to be on the test. So then take it again, 2 months max. Then you can start gaining supervised experience. Again, do not spend more than 2 months getting certified. You need to get into some type of internship. So if you want to be an independent contractor, you do not need a certification. You just need liability insurance. You can get that insurance and you can go to any little pop-up boutique gym Let them know you're a trainer and they just need that insurance. There's always a gray area. But they're approved by the NCCA. They're the gold standard. Do you know who the NCCA is? Let's take a look. The Credentialing Excellence Organization. And you can just type in who is NCCA and then type in certification. And then you can see who the NCCA is. So my thing is, if you've ever read stuff by Talib, Skin in the Game, who regulates the regulators? And so at the NCCA, there's no professors of science, there's no physiologists, there's no physical therapists, doctors who are overseeing the credentialing process. What you have, as you can see right here, in order to call yourself a certification, $3,100 application fee, an additional $1,000. Oh, also desk review, $2,500. An assessment fee, $2,500. Review findings, $2,500. So write yourself a pretty little check, and then you can call yourself a certification. So a gym may want to have that relationship. Okay, play the game, go get certified. Or don't work at that gym. But you do not need a certification to be a trainer. Now, I know what you're going to be thinking. I can't believe you're telling people not to get certified. No, I'm telling you to follow everyone else who fails. Ask why. Do you want to be a sheep or do you want to make this into a career? And if you want to make this into a career, you need to have the fundamentals of movement. When we look at the map to become a successful personal trainer, look at what's at the bottom. Education. You need to be qualified by understanding movements. Can you break down a squat, a hinge, a unilateral, a push, a pull, a press, transitional movement patterns, and know when to regress and progress? Can you do an assessment appropriately and screen your clients for coronary artery disease? When you're not sure, when in doubt, you refer out. You have a team of registered dietitians, doctors, physical therapists, people who you can get your clients into the right hands if you cannot help them. We are not dietitians. We are not therapists. I got a corrective exercise cert. Doesn't mean you can help your client with that injury that they have. So know when to refer out. You can gain experience by going through an internship program. If you can't get to one that's hands-on, online is better than nothing. To be able to ask questions on how to program. We recently had an online intern who needed to design a program for a client who was morbidly obese in his mid-40s and she had no idea what to do. The certification she went through didn't prepare her for programming, as most certs don't. So we went through the medical history, eliminated any red flags, learned about his movement capabilities, looked at some videos on how he squatted and pushed and pulled, and then we designed a program that was appropriate for him. She came back to the next class and said, that was so helpful. My client was able to do all of these exercises and movements. A couple of them we had to alternate and come up with a different exercise because the gym was busy, which will help you with. And so she was able to provide a safe and effective workout for that client. Experience is important only if it is supervised. I hear a lot of people, they'll reach out to me and say, can I be an instructor? I have 12 years of experience. Whoop, red flag, red flag. I don't want your 12 years of experience. You got certified and then you learn by yourself. No, I want people who understand movement. Can you tell me the 17 muscles of the shoulder? What about the 4 that flex? What about the agonist for external rotation? Can you tell me everything's happened at the hip? Abduction, flexion, external rotation, the main movers. Why is a hip tight? Why is your knee giving you pain? Do you know how to look at the plane of motion and regress to something that's more appropriate? The average trainer can't. And so when you look at the next step, certifications. And then look, social media, I got a six-pack. I know what I'm doing. I know how to work out. I get that one all the time. I bite my teeth and I try to help them. But just because you work out in the gym doesn't mean you know how to work out. The difference between the average trainer or a gym goer and a show-up trainer is show-up trainers understand the human body. The average trainer understands their body. Big difference. And so look at how fucked up this is. And this is the process we take. We look the part. I got a certification. I'm going to gain experience. I don't want to go through an internship. It costs too much money. And guess what happens? Bye-bye. You're gone. The average trainer does not make it in this career. Well, why are you knocking on certs, Chris? You're such an asshole. Let's take a look at the PT Collective. They have 100,000 followers. That means they're legit. Look at their post on December 27, 2021. 90% of personal trainers quit within the first year. Yeah, because they get certifications. They don't understand human movement. They don't have guided experience. So this isn't me knocking people. It's educating the flawed process. You do not need a certification. Well, I can't believe you're supporting not being educated. That's a common response, and that's what pisses me off, because I'm not saying it at all. Our foundation is education. 2 months is what we require. The average trainer doesn't even get that. They read a textbook. They don't understand. They take a test. They go out there and start training. And then you know what happens is we get this. Taking a look at the ACSM. Negligence. In case Macris, the personal fitness trainer continued to have client performing leg press exercises despite experiencing intense neck pain that radiated down her arm. The trainer told the client her pain was due to upper body weakness. The client suffered 3 herniated cervical discs. The trainer failed to provide proper training, monitoring, and instruction, supervision, and advice. That's a certified personal trainer. Woo-hoo, good job. Let's take a look at the next one. Trainer advised client who was on prescribed medication for hypertension to take dietary supplements, including ephedrine. While performing squats at the facility, she became ill and lost consciousness. Cerebral vascular incident, including a stroke that led to the client's death several hours later in the hospital. That's a certified personal trainer. Is that what we're striving for? Where is the accountability for trainers that are hurting people? But they're certified. That means that they know what they're talking about. Absolutely not. And my favorite, trainer instructed client to perform intense exercise despite her complaints that it was exhausting and painful. Client continues relying on the trainer's assurance that the exercise were appropriate and would not cause any harm. Acute renal failure due to rhabdomyolysis 3 days after strenuous workout. Where's the accountability? That is a certified personal trainer. That is the cream of the crop. That's what we're striving to be today. These individuals who are certified, but they're not qualified. So the thing that really pisses me off, where's the accountability? Where's the gym cop? I want these trainers to have lawsuits all over the world that we hear about. So you watching this, oh shit, I have another life in my hands. I better know what I'm doing. A certification doesn't prepare you for that. A qualified trainer screens appropriately. We don't do crazy workouts. We had a client, and let me pull up this example right here, where she got rhabdo and she had creatine kinase levels greater than 10,000. That's 10 times the normal amount. What's creatine kinase? We teach you all that stuff. Certifications don't. So she was freaked out about working with a trainer because of that experience she had. And I had to be empathetic and let her know that doesn't happen. The client's working with qualified trainers because we understand movement. We'll squat, we'll hinge, we'll do unilateral push-pull. We're not going to be doing crazy battle rope, intense rowing. She did a workout for 90 minutes and at the end did a ski erg intensity for 15. You can die from rhabdomyolysis. It's nuts. Your pee looks like that. That's not good. And that's induced from the shitty trainer. So what we're all about at Show Up Fitness is educating people on what it takes to become a qualified trainer. So you got to look at this and let's break this down. The average person goes the certification route. As the PT Collective, as I talk about in my book, 90% of certified trainers quit within the first year. Let's go back to that pyramid. It's because we start at the top. It's all about the looks. I went through a crazy transformation. I got certified. Let's gain experience. This is a broken system. Let me pull up a great article, Personal Injury Lawyer, in their website, Buckfire Law. Licensing for personal trainers. When someone has been injured by a personal trainer or sustained injuries at a gym or a personal trainer works, it's important for them to know whether your trainer is a licensed professional, has a personal training cert, or no license or certification. Such distinctions could make a difference when it comes to fulfilling a personal injury claim. So speaking of which, there are no states in the United States that currently require personal trainers to be licensed in order to work as a personal trainer. Indeed, the personal training industry is largely unregulated despite the fact that numerous states have attempted to require personal trainers to get licenses in order to work there. A variety of states across the U.S. have been working to pass such legislation for the last 30 years, but it hasn't happened. I wonder why. Take a step back. National Academy of Spectacular Marketing. All of these other certifications, they're for profit. I'm not against profit organizations. If we had universal certifications for fitness professionals, where's the money for them? So what happens when you get certified? Get the next one, boom. Get the ACE one, boom. Get ISSS, boom. Cert. I have imposter syndrome. I need more certs. Cert party. And you don't even work out, so you didn't look the part. And you got 58 certifications, but guess what? No one wants to train with you because you can't communicate how to help your clients get results. You're doing stupid overhead squat assessment. There you go. Let's get you on a BOSU ball there, Fred. That's going to work. So there's this huge disconnection, miscommunication between general pop, what you see on social media, you got to make it fun and fluffy and all that bullshit, and then what trainers think it takes to become a qualified trainer. And so what we are here to provide for you is an educational soundboard to help you get into the right hands to begin your career. And if I had a bet, I got nothing against you, I'm not being a dick, but you're probably not going to make it in this industry if you follow everyone else. If you go talk to 10 trainers, they're going to tell you, go get a certification, go get a certification, go get a certification. The average trainer quits. So if you're doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, that's insanity. We want you to be successful. Let's take a moment for how the average person learns. Do you learn better by getting a textbook, reading 800 pages, taking a test where you don't actually have any hands-on experience, no one watching you? Do you learn better that way, or in an environment such as this, where you have instructors who've been doing this, qualified instructors, watching your session, giving you feedback on proper movements, working on tactile cueing, auditory cueing, visual cueing, taking you out of your comfort zone because you need to learn to push yourself a little bit in the gym. So the average person is going to learn via textbook. We learn best by looking at pictures? I don't think so. We learn best from doing the real thing, simulating what a session looks like. At Show Up Fitness, your final is you have to train a client. The in-person in Los Angeles, San Diego, Austin, you come in last day, here's a client, train them, and we will watch. And then we're going to give you thumbs up, thumbs down. And for those that get the thumbs up, they'll come work for Show Up Fitness. And here's a funny statistic for you. Ready? We have over 20 trainers at our gyms. Less than 10% are certified. And I love it because they don't need to be certified. They have their liability insurance. They understand movement. They're constantly learning. We're huge advocates on Con Ed, continuing education. So they're learning from the likes of Chad Waterbury. We use his textbook in class, Elite Physique. They're learning from professors like Andy Galpin, Brad Schoenfeld, physical therapists like the prehab guys, John Russin, gaining more hands-on learning to optimize programming. We work with registered dietitians so you can make money off of nutritional consultations. You don't need to be a nutritionist, but you can call yourself that. It makes you feel good. Yay, I'm a nutritionist. Not regulated. So this information can be scary because you're thinking, I'm getting into this unregulated industry and a lot of bad stuff can happen. Absolutely, if you don't know what you're doing. But when you take a step back, and why does everyone fail? Why do I talk about that in my book? Why does everyone else make fun of trainers? It's because we're not professional, we're not educated. So when you are professional, you show up on time, you smile, you look the part, you ask great questions, you get engaged, you will make this into a career. And where does the average trainer fail? They don't know anatomy, 17 muscles of the shoulder. That builds your confidence. When you can screen a client through a Zoom call, I got a call here in 30 minutes with a client who's paying me a very large sum of money to do a 30-minute low back assessment. I'm going to talk to him about the muscles of the low back, posterior side, anterior side, lateral side, talk about movement competency. Low back pain is multifactorial. What's causing it? I'm going to screen appropriately, educate them around pain, screen them, and give them exercises they can do. And if we need to make a referral out, could be a tumor, could be an cyst. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I can screen appropriately. So we give you the tools to be successful. And if you want to be successful, focus on establishing one of the best networks with dietitians, therapists, psychologists, doctors, so you can make that referral, but they understand that you're educated. Because the average trainer, they're frugal as shit. They reach out and go, I love this one. Can I pick your brain for a little bit? No, you can't pick my brain. My brain has so much information in there, it's going to cost you a lot of money. But if you're nice and you reach out and say, you know what? I would love to hop on a call with you, pay your hourly rate. I'll send you a bottle of whiskey. It's the thought. So just by prefacing that, it shows that you're not the average person. So when you talk to a doctor and you can communicate on their level with the right vernacular, they're going to be, wow, you are pretty special. Why don't you come into my gym where I train, and I'll take you through a couple weeks of complimentary training just so you know how my style is. And maybe in the future you have some clients that want to work with me, make that referral. I'll train you for free. I'll give you a kickback. It'll be a great little network that we have here. Doctor trains for free, or they pay your hourly rate. You have clients coming in constantly. If something's off, you send them over here to a dietitian. You send them off to a therapist. But for the most part, when my clients have pain, because I understand anatomy, I can give them proper movement regressions to help work around it. If it's nutrition concerns, I can do a nutritional consultation, charge my hourly rate on top of the sessions that I perform. Susie's training Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Once a month, she comes in on Thursday for an hour, and we go through the body mass equation. That's something we developed here. So we give you the tools to be successful, create more streams of revenue. That's how you make this into a career. So if you want to get certified, get certified. I got nothing against NASM, ACE, ISSA. They're great businesses. They're marketing companies. They're not fitness companies. You're not going to become a great trainer by getting more of their certs. I respect the hell out of them. I think they're great companies. Love them. But if you want to make this into a career, you got to double down on the fundamentals of movement. Hopefully you're able to take away one nugget from today's talk. And if you can now use that to go out there and help people safely, I've done my job. Check us out online, showupfitness.com. You can sit in our online classes. They're live, they're recorded. We'll give you a 3-day trial where you can check out our whole platform, over 100 videos. Lots of fitness professionals. We have the assessment, we have anatomy, programming, social media, online. We can help you become successful. Comment, subscribe, like, and remember, keep showing up.